My team Clarify, welcome to this video. We're going to be doing our series of past papers, okay? So this is going to be for us, for the Team Clarify. Atele or Joy and Ryan and Dante and Atlehang and Caitlin and Ruba and all these people, everyone, okay, if I've forgotten your name, and Sanya and all these other people, and Fari and Michael, all of you, this is for you, okay? This is Mr. Clarify, and I'm making for you guys, and this is our run through past papers, okay? I want you to have a high level of composure in your exam, and this is going to come from here. I want to make you master every single beat of the paper. No mistake. We're going to make no mistake. We have to polish it up until we get to the level where all of you are going to be excited. I want us to get there. So this is us. Let's write ourselves. This is Team Clarify 2025, okay? If anybody else watches it, I mean, who's joining us later or from 2026, that's still fine, okay? But this is Team Clarify, everyone from Mr. Clarify's online tutorials. And this is our IGCSE run. Let's go all the way to A-stars. We have to get A-stars. We have to, okay? So this is from this year. This is February, March 2025. And we're going to use it for practice. So for February, March, there's only paper 4-2. Okay, we're doing the paper 4 from February, March. There's only paper 4-2. For the other times, we're going to find 4-1, 4-2, 4-3. If they are different, then we'll do all three of them. We're going to be doing any paper we meet. We're going to go through the run, through the different years, and we'll do so many until we are comfortable, okay? And we're going to see what are the things that we got to know, what are the things that we're going to be able to, that we got to be able to do for the non-calculator exam. Basically, for the non-calculator exam, my tip is just you need to know the multiplication table. Basically, and we're going to do it. If you have anything that you're going to see in here that you are going to have a question mark on, my recommendation would be, number one, get in touch with me. Number two, check the video which I put on the particular topic. So if you have something which you still feel like you don't understand, you can either check the other past paper that I'm going to put for you as well, and you see how we're going to be doing the questions from that section, or you can check the videos which I'm going to make on that particular topic. Now, what should you know on these instructions? This is the calculator exam. This is paper 4, the calculator exam from February, March 2025. Do not forget it. Let's go through it. So what I want you to do is, whenever I'm about to do a question, you can pause, try it on your own, then confirm with me, okay? If there's something you got to understand from the concept, you can go and watch the concept videos, okay? These are going to make you ready. Are you ready? Let's get to work. So this is 2 hours. I'm going to try to do it under 2 hours, and I'm going to have to move fast and explain and say everything that I got to do. But I'm not going to record it as one video. I'm going to cut it into pieces. I'll be doing question one by one so that you can always go to the question you want whenever you want to. So let's say you do the first 3 or the first 5, and then you want to come back and continue, you can always do that. Now, as I'm solving this paper, I'm going to be starting from the bottom, going up to make it more interesting. Okay, I'm going to start from the bottom, going up. Remember, we only have 9 topics. I'm going to refresh you with the 9 topics in this video. Then we're going to start in the next video with the first question, which is going to be the question at the back. Now, let's just see some instructions and what you have to know. Okay, these are instructions of how you're going to writing the candidate number. Make sure you write with a black or blue pen, so there's no red pen here. And you have to answer every question. So you're not going to skip any question. There is no selecting. You answer every single question. That is not even a problem. Let's go to the next one. Do not use correction fluid. Don't ever go with correction fluid, and do not write on the barcodes like these ones. Don't write here. No. Even when you're doing your rough working, do not put a marker on the barcode. The barcode is right here at the top. Don't write on the barcodes. So that is not a problem. Then whatever scientific calculator, you can use it. You can use a tracing paper. So you are allowed to have a tracing paper. When are we going to use it? For rotation. We are going to use it if we want. I'm going to teach you both methods. I'm going to also teach you a method where you don't have to use the tracing paper, but you can always go with your tracing paper. So look for a tracing paper right now. Start looking for it. Go through the shops, find a tracing paper, and then when I get to the question where I'm going to use it, I want you to use yours as well. Tracing paper, tracing paper, tracing paper. It is allowed. It is allowed. Now let's see here. You must show all necessary working. Fine, no problem. We will show all necessary working. We're not going to skip anything. Non-exact answers, please put them to 3SF, okay? So everything is going to be to 3SF. That is if it is not exact. But for angles, we will put them to 1 dB. So angles are going to be to 1 decimal place. And then everything else which is not exact will be rounded off to 3 significant figures. unless they tell you otherwise. So unless a different level of accuracy is specified in the question. That means unless they tell you to do otherwise. Other than that, what should you always do? 3SF. 3SF, guys. The final solution should have 3SF. And angles should have 1 decimal place. Right. Anyway, for we're going to use pi in the calculator for this one, where they say for pi, we're going to use pi. Anyway, 100 marks. Let's get to work. So what is the first thing I'm going to do before we do this? Okay, let me just make sure you know this one more thing, and then I'm going to give you the formulas, then we'll get to work. One more thing is the formulas. There's going to be a list of formulas. Now, what I want you to know is that 90% of this list of formulas is from the topic of mensuration, where they ask for volume, surface area, and whatever. So this is going to be which topic? The topic of mensuration. Okay, this is from the topic of mensuration, where they ask perimeter, volume, area, whatever. So you can see from here that they're going to give you the area of a triangle, area of a circle, then they're going to give you some part of surface area. Okay, this is going to be what? This is going to be the length of the circumference. This is important. This is going to be the length of the circumference, which is 2 pi r. Okay, the circumference is the distance right around the circle. So if you want to know this, it's just going to be 2 pi r, and r is the radius. That part we are good. Then what else are they going to give you? They'll give you curved surface area. Of what? Look, and I'm going to make you see it when we do the question. Here it is for the curved part of a cylinder, not the whole cylinder. The surface area, when we are talking about the surface area of a cylinder, we are going to need to include the circles. If they tell us that it's closed at the top and at the bottom, if it's closed at the top only, we'll include the area of the circle at the top only. If it's closed at the bottom only, we'll include the area of the circle at the bottom. But if it's closed, we will need to include the areas of these two circles, and we get them by saying pi r squared, which is going to be here, the area of a circle. Here it is. But then the area of this other curved part is what you are going to be given here, only for the curved part. The same for a cone. For a cone, which is going to be like this, they will only give you for the curved part. They will not give you for the circle at the bottom. You will need to include it. They are helping you by knowing for the curved part. Then also, what are they going to give you? Well, for the sphere, they'll give you the whole thing. The total surface area of a sphere is 4 pi r squared. So surface area, done. We have seen they're going to give me something for a cone, something for a cylinder, and for the whole sphere. Then we go to volume. For volume, what are they going to give me? You have prisms, which is like a triangular prism, rectangular prism, we don't care. Whatever prism it is, you find area of the cross section. You can see here they're saying area times length, which is area of the cross section. We said, what is the cross section? Cross section is the plane shape. Could be a triangle, a circle, a whatever. So you're going to get area of the shape you can see. Then you multiply by the length of them, which is going to be by this L. This gives you the volume. So you get area of this triangle. Then you're going to multiply by the length. You would have the volume. That's what they're saying. Then for a pyramid is 1/3 of area of the base. This A is area of the base, because a pyramid is going to be having a square at the bottom. Okay? A square at the bottom. This is going to be your pyramid. So you get area of the base, which I'm shading here, the area of the base at the bottom. Then you're going to multiply by height, and height will be the straight line distance. Okay, the straight line distance to the top. This is going to be the height, not the slanted one. No, the straight one. Okay, that's going to be how you're going to get the volume of a pyramid. Volume of a pyramid. Then you have volume of a cylinder. Then this one is okay, we can just use it. It's not even a problem. Volume of a cone, volume of a sphere. We are done. So mensuration, most of the formulas will be from you. Fine, we'll find it. So if they ask for something that is here, come get it. Come get it here. But what they don't give you is what? Area of a sector. They don't give you that. They don't give you the area of a sector and the length of the arc. You're going to need to remember those. We're going to talk about them very soon. Now, here, what do they give me here? The quadratic formula. So they give you the quadratic formula for your quadratic equation. This is going to be the quadratic formula. So do you need to remember the quadratic formula? No. Where are you going to get it? From the paper. What else are you going to get? You are also going to get things from the section 3 of trig. We know that section 1 has bearing. Section 2 has right angle triangles, where we talk about Pythagoras and SOHCAHTOA. If you're not good at this, you can check the things I said. Or you can just watch us as we go through. I will remind you as we go through. Now here, Section 3 of trig is non-right angled triangles. I'm going to list them in a question when we do them. But remember the sections. But this is going to be section 3 for non-right angled triangles. When you see a non-right angled triangle. Non-right angled triangle. When you see it, what are the things you use? Either you're going to use this one, which is called the sine rule, or you're going to use this one below, which is called the cosine rule, or you're going to use the one below that, which is to get the area. And we'll see, this is how you're going to get the area of this thing. That is if you don't have the height, which is this distance here, straight distance. If you go down, which makes a right angle, this would be the height. If you don't have it, then you're going to have to use half AB sine C. We'll talk about it. We will talk about it. It doesn't have to be A and B. It could be half BC sine A or half AC sine B. We'll talk about it, okay? This is going to be everything we use when we have non-right angle triangle. So when I need to use the sine rule, do I need to remember it? No, you won't. You don't have to. When I want to use the cosine rule, do I need to remember it? No, you don't have to. When I want to find the area, that is for my paper 4. Do I need to remember the formula? No, you don't have to. You come and get it from here. This is where you're going to come get it from, and you're going to just use it from here. I'm going to stop the video here because it's been long, and I'm going to start the other part in the next video. We are going to continue. We are starting. I hope you're ready. This is our time to shine. Let's go clarify.